Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jessup Palmer with you, and Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Vanderbilt's offense comes onto the field first today. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
When we were talking to this defense before the game, they were so excited to face this quarterback because they think there's a lot of interceptions coming their way. They've seen this guy on film sometimes stare stuff down, throw the ball into traffic, and they've got ball hawks on the back end. There's something they pride themselves on each and every week is taking the football away, and they think they can do that a lot today.
Man, you stoked a lot of confidence in my quarterback over there. You're playing a great defense. So how do you help them? How do you get the run game going? How do you get the ball out of his hands? How can you be smart as an offensive coordinator, making the right decisions to not put him in 3rd and long in passing situations? Because it's kind of been proven. This is a tough unit to go against, and that's not his strength. So it's going to unfold one way or the other.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And that's incomplete. All over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long. after year, you can just hang your hat. Like, this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this contest.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front. Because they're not always getting five-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Dogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Frazier. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Humphries. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On the run, fires downfield. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff.
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Bust through behind his pad. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around. He's really proven to be a great back.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake.
doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man, it's Carter. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. From the gun, looking for a man. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field.
Snags it, and there's running room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Puts it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Going to the run, it's Frazier. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Dog! The short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some... Arm strength shown there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And they've found no answers. Back for more. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Crosses. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Wants to throw on first down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Motion from the wideout. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Carter. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never had a chance. Going after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he got loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Here's a give to Frazier. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. It's down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they... A little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. And they're able to make the tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Fighting off the defender. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Smashes in between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The run inside. It's Young. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Carter. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters into book 10 time. For us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Get back. And the ball's free. Deep in his own territory.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Frazier again. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Off play action on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Riley. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Go! Pulls it and fires to the left. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Give to the fullback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's second and long. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Running inside. It's Alexander. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Back to pass, it's Carter. Right down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Adams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got a man. It's Riley. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding and zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. They'll give it to the back. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Throwing right. He's got it. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Offense in a split backfield. Sends him back in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. The defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. That's what you practice in the offseason for. Sacks just like that.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into a massive giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that.
There's a crease. Made a defender miss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Wiley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. timeout. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Scanning the field, it's Carter. That's caught. It's Alexander. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd down play from the gun. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
The number